Here we go.
Hey guys, how are you? My name is Scott Rocco. I'm superintendent of Spotswood Public Schools. I'm also the co-founder of SatChat, which is a Saturday morning discussion group among educators, 7:30 in the morning every Saturday morning. We get up and we talk about educational topics. And recently we've had about 500 to close to 550 educators online at 7:30 in the morning every Saturday morning. I also present on social media. I talk about the positive things that you can do in social media as an educator and how you can use it to become more efficient and more effective in your jobs.
Yeah, and I did tell Scott that not everybody in here is an education major, so we kind of handpicked some tools that will definitely help everybody and not just education majors.
Yeah, so this is not going to be educational heavy. This is going to be basically resource heavy, things you can use no matter what your major is.
All right. You want to share your screen?
Sure, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Can you see it?
1 second. Nope. Oh, well, yeah. I'm like, no.
You can see you, right?
You can see us, yes.
All right, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do here is the first item I'm going to show you is something called Doodle.com. So one of the things when you are in business or in education, you have to go to meetings. And a lot of times when you are organizing a meeting, you have to send out emails and you get people replying to all or just replying to you, and you're the guy organizing it or the gal organizing it. There's actually an easy way to go about organizing meetings, and that's called Doodle.com. I've logged into Doodle.com here. I have my own account right here. And all you have to do is you click Schedule an Event. You give the title of the event.
So think about when you guys have to work in groups in other classes, you have to organize with, I mean, it's great that we have Google Docs that you guys can work outside of class, but maybe you want to, there's a time where you actually want to meet. So this tool would be a perfect way to schedule it and kind of make sure everybody's on the same page. Sorry?
You want in there, you include your email, then you go to Next, and then you start scheduling the event. You can do a couple of different things. You can actually put separate times, if you want to do something in the morning, something in the afternoon, whatever you want to, and then you schedule the days. And I typically don't break it down by time. I don't really have to do that. Today, tomorrow, the next day, and I just pick days that I know people are available. And then I go, you know what? This day here, Tuesday's today, nobody's going to be able to meet, so I get rid of it. Just hit the trash can. And I do the next thing, which is I can, here's some times. I can pick times. Typically, I don't do that, but you can put 11 a.m., you can put 12 p.m., you can put 3 p.m., all the way down to time slots, copy and paste first row. So there you go. Oh, it's all there. And I can do a couple things. I can do a basic one. So I like to use a basic poll because next, and I finish it. And then what it does is it gives me right here, it gives me the link, and what I will do is I will go to my email. And Kyle, I'm going to send this to you.
Okay.
So you can.
Actually, you know what? Can you just throw that in a shortener and we'll put it up on the screen? Yeah, that might be easier.
If I go to Bitly. You see it right here?
Yeah.
Can you see? Okay. So if anybody wants to, I'm going to copy that, and if anybody wants to put that into
Okay.
a doodle, you can do that.
It's. Do you want to go back to that real quick?
Yep, I'm going to go back to it. Hold on one second. I'm going to email it to you.
That's fine.
And here it is. And let me make it bigger for you.
Yeah, we can see that. So if you guys want to jump on your phones or your iPad or whatever, Mark, this is probably something you definitely would use here. Yeah. I used it for scheduling meetings. I used it for scheduling after work parties, get-togethers, you name it.
I use it constantly. So I use it within my administrative team in spots. My partners in my LLC that I have, because we don't often have an meet in person, so I've got to put 30 days in, and it ends up one of those days is good for us to meet. If you go and fill this out, I'm going to show you what the next thing about Doodle is. Is anybody filling it out?
Yep, they're trying to get to the link now.
Okay.
All right, does everybody get on? Or?
No, I'm still typing it in. I lost where is it? I got some kind of weird.
Here. Scott, you want to shoot me that email just so I can bring it up here?
Yeah. I think I'll send it to you. There you go.
Okay. Where'd you leave off?
So right now it's showing me all the different views, but it's not. It's there. Okay. So my screen. Yes, you'll put your name in it, and I'll tell it I'm available these times.
Anybody else still need the link? No. Okay.
And then click Save.
I know I got it.
So somebody just put it in. So obviously, okay. So it was me who put it in.
I entered it.
You entered it.
It says thanks for participating. So.
Okay. So Sonia's in. Mark is in. So see what's happening here at the bottom? It's telling me the totals of which days are the best available for everybody. So Zach is in, Katie's in, Jamie's in, Taylor's in, Mark's in, and Sonia's in. So it doesn't look like any of these days are good for all of us, but you'll find out which one is the best day for the most people.
It looks like 11 a.m. tomorrow.
11 a.m. tomorrow is the best, so we'll meet at that time, everybody. All right? So that's Doodle easy. It's free. You don't have to sign up for it if you don't want to. I sign up for it because I like to keep a record of all the different doodles that I do, and you can click on my polls, and it'll tell you how many different doodles you've sent out over a period of time. So that's an easy one. Pretty easy here. Let me just hit refresh one more time. And looking like tomorrow at 11 a.m. is best for everybody.
All right, real quick.
All right, so that.
2 examples.
Yeah.
What can you use this for?
Scheduling an office meeting, off campus or off satellites.
Okay. What else? Something that I didn't already say. Nice try. I mean, it doesn't be school related either. I mean,
You do like sports, like practices.
yeah, practices, meetings, club. Yeah. Think of all the after school. What are they? 4:30 Tuesdays usually, but then you always have events or stuff you want to do outside of the norms. This is a great way to do that, and it'll email too. So it'll give a summary for everybody if you want.
Yeah, this is great. It's simple. It's easy. People like it. It's It's not too confusing. I use this with people that consider themselves very low tech, and they have no problem with it. Ready for the next one?
Here we go.
Yeah?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, all right, so here we go. So can you see my Chrome toolbar here? Can you see
Yes.
this little thing here? Okay, that's called Awesome Screenshot. Capture and annotate. If you use Chrome, you can download that onto your toolbar. And what that does is that allows me an opportunity to catch things on the screen. So if I like something, I want to use something, I want to cut and paste something, it's a very easy tool. So I click on it, and it asks me what I want to do. Capture a visual part of the page, delay the capture selected areas. Let me talk about this one for a second. Delay capture. If you're going on a website and it has rotating pictures and you're trying to actually get a particular picture, you can delay the capture. But here, I'm going to capture a selected area. So I'm just going to use the doodle page. I like the doodle page. I want to send it out to everybody because somebody was arguing with me and telling me that 11 a.m. is not the best time for everybody to meet. So I'm going to capture it. And I've grabbed this area. I'm going to capture it. And now what I'm going to do is I can do a couple of different things. I'm going to write on it. And I'm going to put something in here. And I don't have Scott's permission to use his face, so I'm going to blur it with a blur feature. I can also do a couple other things. I can box it. I can put all kinds of other stuff going on here, freehand if I want to do that. And then when I'm done, I hit done, and it asks me if I want to do a couple of different things. I can save the image as a file, so I can save it into Drive or whatever I want to save it into, save it in a clipboard, or print the screenshot. So let's save it to the clipboard. So I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to produce a Word document as a result of that. Because I'm going to produce a memo that shows everybody. So I'm just going to let Word come up here for a second. And I'm going to right-click. Oops. Sorry. Hold on a second. Let me go back here for a second.
What was this one called again?
This one, Awesome Screen.
Awesome Screenshot.
This is, now, we talked about what a difference between an add-on, an extension, and a Chrome app, right? You guys remember? What's the extension?
That's not
Maybe some program.
going to do this. All right, guys. It's being, sometimes it's a little bit of a, for whatever reason.
It's, yeah, I mean, it's extending what the original feature set of the browser was. So all these extensions are just for the browser. So you have to have Chrome to use it. Yeah.
So I'll just save it. I'll just save it to my desktop, and then I can input it from there. So if I go to my desktop here real fast. It's right there. And then I can put it into whatever I want to put it into. So it's called Awesome Screenshot, annotate, and it allows you to capture a screen and write all over it and do whatever you want to do with it. Blur things out, make things obvious. But then there's, so it's very easy to use, and it's free.
Scott, can you leave that up for a second?
Oh, just got rid of it.
All right.
Sorry. I have this, though. Hold on. I'll show you this. There you go.
Okay. It's actually not in that screenshot. But did you see the options where you can save it? Which were?
Save it to the clipboard.
Clipboard. What was, no, up top, all the way to the top. There were services, actually.
Here, I'll put it, I'll
Google
capture.
Drive one, there was one that we read about already.
There, I captured it. There you go.
Okay, now on the right. So see, you can actually, yeah, Diigo. We're going to talk about Diigo. That's why you can save it through Google Drive. Now, temporarily just means like what he did with the clip. And then on Google Drive. I think I'm surprised actually they don't have any Dropbox integration, but Google Google Drive is probably the easiest. When you hit one button, it's already in your drive.
They don't have a Dropbox.
No, I know. I said I'm surprised they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Somebody didn't pay enough.
Probably.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. So that's one option. The other option is actually pretty cool. I don't know if you can see this here. And let me close this for a second. But see this? The sun?
Oh, yeah.
That I just put over here on the side? All right, so that's called Jing. Jingg. And so what Jing does is almost the exact same thing, but it gives us a little different option. So I use both of these. So what you can do with Jing is you put your cursor over top of it and you grab the crosshairs, and I'm going to capture something. So capture a piece of my desktop. And so now it's going to give me options. So the first option I'm going to use is capture the image. So I'm capturing that image, and now I have it here. And I can do the same things. I can write if I want to put something in here, if I want to put some information in here to write on. I can make a box, and I can put an arrow if I want. And I can change the colors if I want to do that too. But Jing will do the exact same thing. And then again, it gives me options. I can share it, I can save it, and I can copy it, or I can delete it. So it gives me the same options. But there's actually another option that's actually really cool. So I'm going to delete this for a second. I'm going to go back to Jing, get my crosshairs, and I am going to capture the same area. Now I'm going to make a video. So I'm demonstrating how you can use Jing to not only capture a section of anything on your desktop, whether it's open in Chrome or you have some other document or spreadsheet open, or if you just want to capture something off of the internet. You can also turn it into a video if you want to do that, and you can actually do 5 minutes worth of video demonstrating certain things here on your screen, including opening up sections of your screen so people can see that. So then I stop it.
I don't know if we can hear the sound. Is the sound coming out on your side? Because we don't hear it on this side.
Yeah, here, hold on.
All right, because his mic, he's got a mic on this. Trust me, it does good.
Then I stop.
Yeah, you can sort of hear it. Scott, we can't hear you now.
Hold on one second.
There we go.
Got me?
Yep.
All right, so what you can do is you can do a couple of different things here. You can actually take a whole screenshot and you can capture a video of your screen, and then the mic goes on here and you say, all right, so what you need to do is you need to go to Chrome. When you go to Chrome, you need to go to Awesome Screenshot. When you go to Awesome Screenshot, you're going to get something that comes up here, allows you to capture a selected area, and then you can actually record the whole thing if you want to, which is a pretty cool feature.
For how much?
Free. All I do is show stuff that's free.
Yeah. Free for me.
So
we talked about a tool already this semester. Try to think back. It's hard. That will do something very similar, but does not do the video. What was it?
Sketch.
Very good.
I like Sketch.
All right.
yes.
We talked about Sketch already, so I just wanted to show them that.
Yep.
But this is a much more powerful player because obviously you have a video component.
Yes. All right, so I got one more if you guys got a minute.
Yeah, we got time.
All right, so I'm going to cut out of some of this stuff. Next one is called Padlet, and Padlet's a pretty cool thing too. In education, you can use it for a lot of different things. In business world, you can use it for brainstorming. You can use it for people putting ideas up. So can you see this address right here? Padlet.com/Scott Rocco /Stockton1. If you go to that,
Actually, not Mark.
and then double-click anywhere on the screen, you can put your name and then information. I can also put links.
While you're at it.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm going to hand out some laptops while you're showing,
Okay.
just in case.
So, and you can use your phone to do this too. You can also put a link. So I put a link in there. You can put photo from a video. You can upload a file. So a lot of different things with this. So Jamie's in putting stuff in right now. It updates real time.
I just put my name. Just double tap and then you can enter something.
Yep, double tap. So let's try this. And there's a picture. You can do a picture if you want. Zach's here, Katie's here, Emily's here, and Jamie's here. Sonia's here. So you can see how to use it. And you can put whatever you want in there. So I can do...
I don't know why mine's not red. How come some of them are red and some of them are just...
red's at the top, so where you put your name, that'll be red. And then it'll actually be the other color.
Oh, I put my name in the wrong section. That's why. Okay.
All right. So I put links to Doodle and to Padlet. If we put...
While he's doing that, let me just exit full screen for 1 second here. You guys read about this. All right, so why don't you guys go real... I just want to show them in conjunction with this. If you guys go to todaysmeet.com/GEN2243.
And I can also move these things around. So if I want to make them smaller, I can make them smaller. If I want to make them longer, I can make them longer. Put them all over the place. So wherever I want to move them, I can move them. Or I can delete them.
Today's meet what?
/GEN2243. So what, Scott, if you want to jump in too, the today's meet. I just opened one up for it. It's today's /GEN2243. I already opened one.
22. What is it? 22.
I already opened the room, so you can just join it. Just go, yeah, do todaysmeet.com/GEN2243.
What?
2243. Okay, so what Scott's going to do is put in his name, join. Now what he can do too is while we're going on and talking, and after he's done, if you guys, and while I'm talking, you guys can actually use this as what's called back channeling. Back channeling is, there's the primary discussion, then there's the secondary discussion. So while I'm talking, if I'm bringing up a tool, hey, that tool's neat, but here's another one that I saw. Instead of interrupting the speaker or just interrupt, ruining the flow, you can just post it in there. That way everybody can see it and it's up for 1 week. You actually have choices. You can do 1 day, 1 hour, 1 week, or a year. And it's all free. So you can actually use this to communicate with Scott while we're not even in the Hangout. So if you guys have questions about some of the tools that he had already talked about, then you can just post it right here for him.
And then
It's kind of like instant messages.
More or less.
But everybody can see what you do.
But yeah, everybody can see it, and it's archived. Yeah,
It's, what are you talking bad about?
exactly. So Scott, you want to show the most important one that I wanted to show them today? Buffer?
Ah, yeah, buffer. All right, so if we go to this little symbol here, all right, it's called bufferapp.com, okay? And you can actually do what's called buffer your tweets. So if I go to buffer app, you can buffer up to 10 tweets or basically store 10 tweets at any given time so that you don't inundate people on Twitter. So my schedule is preset, and you'll see I've selected, you can select any number of times you want. It's unlimited, but you can only book 10 at a time. So I've got the schedule set up here, and the schedule is Monday through Sunday. I have not varied it, but you can vary it by day if you like. And then you can put content. You can also, when your tweets go out, you can look at the analytics associated with your tweets. So I put some tweets out today. What's the potential there for people? 8,700 people potential. There were 11 clicks. And you can see the potential is every time you get a retweet and things like that. But here's how simple it is. So let me go to my Twitter feed. This is my Twitter feed. I'm going to find something that I want to buffer, which means I don't want to put it out right now. I do want to put it out later on. So let me take a look at something. Looking through a bunch of stuff that's out here. I'll find something in a second. So oops, here, darn it. Hold on a second. Let me just find something. I don't want to buffer anything and then send it out that's not supposed to go out. So I'm very particular about what I send. So let's just say I'm going to buffer this. So I have, because I loaded Buffer onto Twitter, the Buffer app onto Twitter for free, and I signed up for the account, it actually goes on to my Twitter system here. So I add the Buffer. I click that little button. I can do two things. I can just add it to my query, just add it to the times that it goes in, or I can change what it says. And I can just say, take a look, and then add it. And when I edit, okay, so that's going to go out at 5:17. If I don't like it, if I don't like what's there, I can delete it. If I have more than one up here, I can move it down to another time frame. I can make some adjustments. Okay, so Buffer's pretty cool. Buffer's very simple. I use Buffer a lot just to make sure that I'm not inundating people on social media with a lot of stuff at once. One of the things about social media is you do not want to become annoying. And so one of the ways you don't become annoying is that you stage your tweets over a period of time. So over a day, I'll probably book 10 of them. So over a 10-hour period, people will get 10 different tweets instead of getting 10 in an hour. All right.
After seeing Buffer, give me one really, really good reason why you might use that for this class. Should be pretty obvious.
Just we got blocks.
There you go. So if you don't forget it, if you finish your blog on Saturday and you don't want to tweet it out right then or there, just throw it in there. Or you can schedule it. That way you don't forget it. They have to tweet their blog links after, every week, so saying this might be a good reason to to get a buffer and.
Automate it.
You can create it from scratch too.
Automate it. Don't do all.
Retweet something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
There's a compose there. You can actually just put whatever you want in. You can edit whatever you want because you're going to want to put the hashtags too. So you're always going to want to edit something. Sorry, what were you saying, Scott?
No, I was going to say the same thing. You can compose right in buffer. You don't have to retweet anything. You don't have to copy it in. You just put whatever you want in there.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because I had never seen the integration with the actual official Twitter because I never use the official Twitter, but that's a nice little feature right there.
Yeah, I'm kind of old school. I like the official Twitter site.
Yeah, I'm stuck on using TweetDeck. It's so much easier. But it's nice though that when you go back there, usually if you want to use Buffer, you would have to go to the site, queue it up, go in and edit it. You know, you're skipping a whole step there by just having that integration within that. So you just hit the button and then fix it from right there. Whereas the other way, you'll have to copy paste, put everything in there, and put it the way you want it. So this
makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's what I got, guys.
You're all out?
I'm all out.
Actually, was there one you would mention last night?
Yeah, we talked about Pocket.
Yeah,
but
Pocket. You want to show Pocket real quick? I know we kind of talked about it a little bit. You want to show it quick?
Yeah, I can show. Let me share my screen again. And we're going to go back to here. So you find a lot of content online that you like, and when you like it, you forget to save it or where it is. So for example, if I found something that I really wanted, I could put it in Pocket. So you see this little symbol up here? So it looks like a little V and it looks like a little pocket.
Kind of covered by
It's
the
actually Get Popcom. And when I see something I want, I click on, and I can click on right here, Save to Pocket. So I can click on it. It's going to save it to my Pocket. I can add a tag. I can say Twitter. I'm going to save that, and it's saved. I'm going to show you something else, too, in a second here. So let me go to CNN. Let me find a story here. So a tweet, perfect. Tweet gets teacher suspended. So this is a story that I'm interested about, but I don't have time to read it. So I'm going to save it to my Pocket. It's going to call this Twitter story. So I added two things. So I'm going to go get Pocket. I'm going to go to my site. And look what the first story is. All right, it's the first one that I saved there. Right? And then this was the other one, right, that I got off of Twitter. So now I have both of these. Let me switch out of screen sharing mode for a second and just go to my phone for a second here. And okay, so you may not be able to see this, but there's my Pocket. For this to you, I know this is. See, it's right there.
Hold on, there we go. Yeah.
Same story.
Yep.
They're right there automatically on my phone. Here's the beauty of this. Now that it's on, I can read it at any time. But that's not the actual beauty of this. The beauty is when the internet goes down and I don't have to read the story because it's on the phone. So the app has downloaded it there. So I don't lose a story anymore, or I don't lose an article, or I don't lose a link that I'm looking for anymore. Okay? So if I just show you real quick, this is my Pocket, and I can delete things as I want. So when I see things that I like, I look at them. When I'm done with them, I delete them. And that's my Pocket right there.
Go
So
ahead.
can you navigate away from that page in the app, or is it just like a picture saved format?
If you have internet capability, you can navigate off of that page and go anywhere that there's links on it. If your internet is down, it just saves that page.
So, if you want, right before you're catching a plane, you want to read a story, you just save it, and then you can read it on the plane without having to worry about missing any of the article.
How many articles does it hold? Or is it just-
I haven't maxed out yet, and I've got a bunch on there.
A lot.
I tend to test things to the extreme.
Anybody have any questions? Well, should we let Scott go? Yep, go ahead, Kathy.
Is Pocket for like on the computers a Chrome app?
It's both, actually, but
Yeah.
go ahead, Scott.
No, it's both. It's not. I call it app agnostic, which means it's usable on any type of system you have.
Yeah, so there's a website, but there's also the app part of it that will integrate together, just like Evernote. Yeah. Anybody else? Cool. Thank you so much, Scott.
Hey, anytime. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.